I'm 6 under 65, considering the wind, the weather, the delay. I mean, how would you even describe how you played today?
Yeah, yeah. I played really well. It's not often where kind of every part of the game feels, or not feels good. It's been feeling good, but actually kind of clicks during the course of the round. Usually, it's one or two things that kind of hold up the round, but it felt like through the bag, I did something good with every club. It felt like so. It was a great feeling. Made the short putts when I needed to. Obviously, chipping in is always nice. Ball in hand is big. I think it makes at least a shot difference, especially with the conditions being a little wet. It's nice to give yourself a nice lie when you're in the fairway. Don't have to worry about fatting it. But yeah, really happy with the start. The weather was not good. Those last four holes felt great. So I think there might be some good scores tomorrow with the wave that just teed off. It's going to be cold, but hopefully no rain and wind. But we'll see. I played great, and that's all I can do, really.
What'd you do during the delay, and now that you're not probably going to hit a golf ball for a long time,
Yeah,
what are you
yeah.
going to do then?
Yeah, I just hung in player dining with my parents for a bit, and then had a bite to eat. I usually don't eat lunch on tournament days. I just eat heavy breakfast, bigger dinner. Had a lunch, and then sat in the car for an hour just for warmth. Because the locker room was crowded, and there weren't a lot of places available to sit, so just went in the car with my trainer and caddy, and just honestly just scrolled on my phone, listened to some tunes, did a few chess puzzles, and that was about it. But I'm going to try and stay off my phone tomorrow. I know it's going to be a while till I tee off, but hopefully I tee off tomorrow.
Last one for me. Do you still feel the support and the energy walking around here from that run you made a couple of years ago?
Yeah, for sure. I was surprised at how many fans were out here when it was, raining sideways and blowing 20, so, and freezing. It was cool to see all the support and people chanting my name and all that. It's the best, and I got a good sense of that last year when I came back after the run I made the first year. So to be back is always great.
Awesome. Thank you. Nice playing.
Yeah.
Do you just accept it at this point when they chant your name, it's not always going to be the correct pronunciation of it?
Yeah. Actually, the last name's always pretty good. It kind of comes off the tongue how it's spelled, I guess, Theegala. So the last name chants are always great. It's when they try and yell the first name when they're a little drunk that some letters get added or omitted. But it doesn't. I know they're rooting for me, so it doesn't bug me at all. It doesn't bother me at all. I love it. I don't mind any pronunciation if they're yelling.
Would you say the success here, the playing well, is more like the course that you like or the atmosphere here?
I think it's a mix of both. I love firm and fast conditions. In the last couple of years, that's what it was. Even this year, again, the grounds crew did an incredible job of keeping it relatively firm for how much rain we've gotten. Like, the ball was still taking a skip, and I think you're going to see that hopefully come Sunday. That it's still going to. It might take a few bigger bounces. It's not going to be what it was last 2 years, where it's cart path and I have some of my favorite conditions all year. So I think it's a little bit of both. I just kind of embrace the craziness of the week and the fans, and it's good people watching. Honestly, you're out on the golf course waiting, and you just look around. And there's 100 different storylines you can make out of it. So it's a fun week for multiple reasons, and Carl and he does a good job of, when it's time to hit a shot, just lock in and hit the shot, and in that way I think it's a really fun tournament.
Thanks.
Sahith, you've got obviously the environment, the fans, like you were just describing at this event, and now you have the added elements and the weather and all the craziness. What is it like just balancing it all this week?
Yeah, honestly, the weather was bad, but it was like I feel like we haven't played in really bad in a while, and it felt like very close to really bad just because of the cold. So honestly, all we were trying to do at that point is just stay dry and stay warm. I had my mitts, had my hand warmers. Carl's holding 4 towels and an umbrella and trying to wash my ball and all that stuff. So we were just so focused on like surviving. I felt like that the round all of a sudden got to hole 15 of my round or 14 of my round and the horn blew. So I didn't even think about it really. We were just trudging along and trying to keep the grips dry and not miss the golf ball on a swing.
Were you relieved when the horn blew?
I was relieved when the horn blew, yes. I thought I probably could have asked for a rules official earlier. I was hitting a bunker shot on 5, and like before, in between the hole and me is just like a pool of water. I don't think I was going to land it in there, but it just would have been nice to not have that visual. But I was like, I'm just going to hit it. I'm playing well, and I just hit it like 10 feet by. But I was relieved the horn blew because it was, I mean, I smoked my drive off 5, and I think it went 250 yards. And I absolutely laced a 4-iron 20 short of the green. So I think I hit 4 or 5 4-irons in the par 4s, which is a lot of fun, actually. We don't do that often. So, but I was relieved. And
you said you want to stay off your phone tomorrow. Is that something you like to do, just like log off and tune out the noise? Does that help you?
I feel like usually it's pretty easy. I can sleep in with the best of them. So on an afternoon time, I just wake up at like 10. But tomorrow is going to be harder. So I'm going to try and wake up and whip out the laptop and play some chess and just try and stay off my phone. I might watch some coverage, honestly, just to see if I can pick some stuff up. But yeah, I think go get a nice breakfast, brunch, coffee, and just go from there. Yeah, I do try and make an effort to stay off my phone. It's hard to just, you shut your brain off and just auto scroll, but yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it away tomorrow.
Thank you.
How many games of chess did you play during the suspension?
I didn't play any games. I just played some puzzles. Yeah, didn't play any games. I've only played a few games in the last couple months, and I've won both of them, even though I feel really rusty. So I'm at my all-time blitz rating right now. I don't want to play because I know I'm going to drop a bunch. So I'll probably stick to a couple longer games tomorrow.
Anything special on the hole out?
Not really. It was set up perfectly. Honestly, we knew the right miss was great because the greens are soft and it was pitching into the wind. Just didn't want to miss left. So it was a hard shot. I hit 5-iron. That hole is a driver lob wedge normally, and I'm hitting driver 5-iron. And I knew when I missed it right that it was going to be pretty easy up and down. Again, lift clean in place. It was a perfect kind of scenario where I tried to fly it pretty close to the hole and nip it, and I didn't hit it incredibly, so it landed on the downslope and got there. So it was a great scenario into the wind, and it's always nice to see it drop.
When you talk about improving your mental side of the game, you do that on your own, or have you sought some outside counsel?
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, my swing coach of 20 years now is kind of my mentor as well. He's got a lot of wisdom. He's still a spring chicken. He's 75, I think, 75, and he's still got all kinds of quips that he throws on wisdom. So he's kind of been my, we butt heads sometimes, but he's kind of been the guy that we don't really even talk about the mental side too much, but I feel like if there's ever a problem with the mental side of golf itself, I can always just talk to him. And I feel the same way about my trainer, my parents, my girlfriend, my caddy. I feel like it's a pretty sweet team that I have, and I definitely don't take that for granted. And I think that's a big part of it, because doing this alone, you lose your mind. It's so easy to go down rabbit holes, and golfers are notoriously crazy. And I would definitely be going down that road if I didn't have people to, support me along the way.
Thanks.
You're a free man.
Cool.
Thank you for your time.